Okay. All righty. Hello and welcome to Brewing Happiness. I'm going to start over because my microphone was muted and I'm going to have to go back and edit out the first few minutes. Good morning. Grab a cup of your favorite brew. Let's have some coffee, some hot tea, some cocoa, and we're going to chat about the great expectations of the holiday season. Right? We all love the holidays. We get together. Maybe you're going to be a guest in someone's home. You're getting ready to travel. Maybe you're getting ready to have a house guest, or maybe like me, your house guest is already here. What does she say? Okay. And in my case, it's my grown son. Oh my God, now I can hear you. Yes, because I had my microphone muted. Anyway, my guest is my grown son and his girlfriend, and we were delighted to have them. But, he's 37 years old. His life moves to a different rhythm than it did the rhythm that our household was when we grew up. It's a different household. He's a different person. And so it is, even though I love him truly, it is a little having strangers in your house, right? You have a normal way of doing things, and here's the holidays. Things are a little disrupted. Everybody is trying to be nice and accommodating. It's wonderful, right? And yet sometimes the holidays, the getting together with the family and friends, the closeness, the expectations that it's going to be a Walton's Christmas, that everything's going to be beautiful and you're going to be making memories. And sometimes the holidays, sometimes they are like that, but sometimes they're not. Sometimes the expectations of, oh, yay, we're going to have a great time. Sometimes the piling up of folks who don't normally hang this tightly together for this long, like I said, having house guests in your home. And then sometimes holidays can trigger memories and trigger past experiences and put us all, I mean, let's face it, when you're visiting for the holidays, when you are staying in someone else's home, or someone else is staying in your home, it's a little not normal, right? It's not our everyday way of doing things. And so we have to make accommodations. We have to make accommodations. We have to give a little, live with the out of the norm. Joanne Bryan says, hello, love the blue sky. Well, thank you. It is a beautiful day here in Southern California. It's going to be 80 today. So I thought I might as well just take my camera and march outside and have my moment in the sun. Like I said, not to mention there are guests sleeping in my office/guest room. But anyway, the holidays and the gathering of the folk and the expectations of making memories, of gathering together and having a great time. And when it happens, it's special. It's magic. There are moments from Christmas past that are rank among the top moments in my life that just stand out as a moment in time. But there are also moments of holidays that, maybe didn't go so well. Again, stress is high. Expectations are high. We're out of our comfort zone. We're out of our normal way of doing things. We're trying so hard to get along with everybody. And so that's what happens, right? And sometimes, notoriously, the holidays are not what we expect, that our expectations can get turned on their heads. And so I thought we'd chat a little bit this morning about our expectations, right? One of the things I always like to say in my recipe for happiness, in my happiness process, and I do a lot of research, I do a lot of reading on studies and what helps us be happy, how to be happy right now in the midst of whatever's going on, not later when things are accomplished, but how to be happy right now, right? And one of the buzzwords, one of the things I talk about and that I believe in my heart at the very crux of happiness is letting go of expectations, right? You just get to be in charge of one person in this life. I'll do the Blake Show. Just get to be in charge of one person in this life. And then all you have left after that is how you react to everyone else's choices, because they only get to be in charge of one person, right? And expectations is where we get into disappointments, right? I have an expectation that things are going to go one way. They don't go that way because I'm not in control of everyone and everything, just in one tiny piece of the puzzle. When I was in high school, I loved drama. I was in the drama club. And I loved theater, loved production. I did a little acting, but what I found out at the end was what I truly loved was directing, not acting. When you're acting, you only get to be in charge of one part. When you're directing, you get to you get to run the whole show. But That's not how life is it? In Thanksgiving dinner, you get to just be in charge of one person. And like I said, you have expectations of how great it's going to be and how wonderful everyone's going to be. Who we got here today? Azura. Yeah, good morning. We got a crowd this morning. You have expectations of how it's going to be. And then that's where we start getting into trouble, because life never meets our expectations. Good, bad, right, wrong, high, low. Nothing ever goes exactly as we envision it. And that's where we start getting ourselves in trouble. So one of your strategies is erase those expectations. No one in your family is having a personality transplant by Thursday. They are who they are. They're going to say the things that they've said for the last 10 years that make you crazy. They're going to behave in ways that you are maybe not that comfortable with, or you don't think is appropriate for a family gathering. They're going to say things that make you uncomfortable, or maybe put you on the spot to answer questions that you don't want to answer, right? This is Thanksgiving and we all know it. So what do? Well, let go of your expectations. Expect that everyone is going to be exactly who they are. Expect that you're going to decide to have a happy and joyous Thanksgiving and give grace and thanks for every beauty and every blessing in your life. And when those things happen, when somebody belches or asks an inappropriate question or gets in a conflict or throws the cranberry sauce or whatever your family does, right? You just stop, take a deep breath. Know that you have the grace and courage to allow everyone to be who they're going to be, and that you still get to be happy in the midst of that. And so you can sit and happily eat your dressing, eat your turkey, eat your pumpkin pie, which is ever your favorite part of the meal, while the chaos goes on around you, because you don't have to engage. You don't have to make it worse. You don't have to be a part of it, and you get to choose which conversations you're going to have. So prepare yourself with a couple of answers, right? Whatever. Change the subject. Oh, that's so funny. Give a non-answer answer. Give a laugh. That's so funny. Yes, thank you. And then change the subject. Expectations, again, that's a simple to say, simple to understand, difficult to do exercise. And this is not just for Thanksgiving, right? For every day, letting go of expectations, allowing everyone to play out their roles as they see fit, and finding the grace and kindness within you to stay happy, stay kind, stay the person you are in the midst of those moments. Let's see, I got a comment here. If you never expect anything, you will never be disappointed. Exactly right. And isn't that, and then the second part of my prescription for happiness, let go of all expectations, because you don't get to control anything, and they're not, even if you are in control, trust me, even if you are in charge. I've been a boss, I've been a director, I've been a mom. Even when you are in charge, things don't go the way you plan them. No, but the people don't, the characters don't always play their parts the way you told them to or anticipate them to. So this is going to happen. The lack of expectations, or the letting go of expectations, is a strategy that stands you in good stead every day in every situation. And the second part of that process, or that formula for happiness, is forgiveness. Forgive everyone everything. When someone says something inappropriate, just take a deep breath and say to yourself, forgive Uncle Bill for being Uncle Bill. I understand that's who he is, and that's okay. I can live with that, right? I don't have to take that in. I don't have to be upset. The beauty of this philosophy is you get to decide ahead of time, right? And then your strategies are, oh, here I am expecting. You get upset, someone says something, and you start to get upset, and you think, oh, I'm disappointed because my expectation that this was going to go like this, and it went like that. And you can say to yourself, oh, here I am having expectations. My bad. This is on me. Nothing to see here. Move on. Anyway, this is our strategy. This is what we're all going to be thinking about this week, is how do we stay happy in the midst of uncomfortableness, in the midst of unfamiliar, in the midst of being thrown into situations that we may not put ourselves in any other day of the year, right? And maybe this is all for naught. Maybe your family, you're going to get together and it's all going to be wonderful and fantastic. The truth is, you get to decide before you go. Are you having a wonderful and fantastic time? Are you willing to let go and let everyone be who they're going to be? Are you willing to just forgive everyone, everything, no matter what thoughtless thing they say, no matter what rude behavior comes out? If you're willing to just forgive them and say, out of my control. It's okay. I get to choose to be happy anyway. Use a couple of the methods we talk about regularly, right? Take some deep breaths to center yourself, to move from fight or flight back into rest and digest, back into objective rational decision making, not reactive knee-jerk reaction, right? Take a couple of deep breaths. Like I said, prepare you a couple of answers. If you know you're going to get the question, so when are you going to have kids? When are you going to get married? Whenever those questions are that you're dreading, come up with a funny answer for them and be prepared to have the courage to let it fly and then laugh and move on with the conversation. You do not have to participate. So that's our show for today. The holidays are coming. The anticipation is rising. The expectations are building. There's no way around that. We can say all we want, have no expectations, but it's the way we are, right? You can't help it. That's what our brain does. You know, that's how our brain works. Your brain is designed to predict what's next in your life. Your brain is designed to take in all the sensory information, all the input, all of your past experiences, all the things you've learned, all the things you've been told, all the things you believe, put them together and kind of predict what's going to have next to keep you safe, to keep you alive, to keep you from being hurt. This is what your brain's job is, right? So what does that mean? It means that you know this. And so you have the chance to step back and see yourself having an expectation, or understand as those feelings start to reside, that old resentment, that built up, oh my God, I can't believe she's doing it again. It starts to rise. You can say to yourself, oh, that's that trigger. That's that expectation. I knew she was going to do this, so I don't need to get upset because I knew what was coming. Right? Let go of your expectations. Forgive everyone for everything. And it's the prescription for you having a beautiful day every day. That's our show for today. I'll be on location all week long as my guests are occupying my office studio, but that's kind of fun. I'm going to try to find some nice spots in my yard, different places. This is actually where I'm coming from you today is my little hiding spot. I threw a little tree stump out here to sit on, put a little table out here, got a candle. Nobody can see me, so when people in the house are looking for me, I'm behind all the plants back in the very back corner of the yard. So don't tell anybody, but this is where I hide, and if you can't find me, this is where I'll be. So, revealing my undisclosed location today, grab you a cup of coffee. This is a vacation week. Feel deeply, dream big, breathe deeply, and love immensely everyone and everything in your paths. That's my show for today. Love you all. Thanks for watching. Stop by tomorrow for a little bit more of Brewing Happiness. Until tomorrow, make it a happy day.